Hare Krishna. So, today we will discuss about who am I, and we will try to know ourselves. And as I had shared that we are not the body, mind, and intellect, but we are the divine soul. So, today we will discuss how we are not this body, mind, and intellect, and how we can say that we are the soul. In Bhagavad Gita, if you have gone through chapter 2, there also Sri Krishna has defined about Atma. And Atma is something that is really very difficult to understand. So today we will try to know about the Atma through the four ways. So if we say that I'm the body, because body is something which can be seen and it is tangible in nature. So if we say that I'm the body, then will it be right to say that I'm the body? Definitely not. Because if we have experienced, we might have witnessed someone who met accident and lost his some body part. Suppose someone lost his hand or legs, but despite that, he is surviving. That is, there is the life force in the body, and he is existing. He is enjoying the life. So we cannot say that we are the body itself, because if we would have been the body itself, then the accident, if someone has met, why it has not destroyed the life. Second thing that is above the body and that is more powerful is sense organs. So someone will say that I'm the sense organs. Will it be right? Just take example of eyes, one of the powerful sense organs through which we are, which enables us to view the worldly objects. Now, when we see the worldly objects with the eyes, then the objects that is being seen is the seen, and something which see the object is called the seer. So the eyes is the seer, and the objects that is sees are the seen. So we can say that I'm the eyes, I'm the sense organs. Now just take one example. If we have the torch and the torch is having two cells inside, then the battery or the cell of the torch has the capacity to remove the darkness of the room, which provides visibility to the eyes to see the objects available in those rooms. If the battery tries to see itself, will it be possible for the battery to see herself? Definitely not. Similarly, if we personify this case to that of eyes, and if we say that the eyes of a human being tries to see itself, will it be possible? Definitely not. Because eye of a person cannot see herself. If we have to know about the functions of the eye, if we have to know about the eyes, then we can know about the eyes through the mind. That is, with the application of mind, we could know how the eyes functions, how eyes visibility works. So mind is something which is above the sense organs. So if we compare mind and the senses, then we will find that the senses, that is the object, and the mind is the seer. So we are not the sense organs. Now the point is, can we say that I'm the mind? Because here in this case, mind is the seer and the eyes is the see. But just take example. That is, just take example of yourself. During the childhood, we were having some different thought process. And as we have grown, our thought process had developed to a great extent. The reason is mind works on the memory, and every kind of data or information that we have fed in the memory, we take use of those informations, and depending on that, our mind functions. Mind is nothing but it is a collection of thoughts which works in the memory that someone has. If we take example of a child who is not aware about the intrinsic nature of fire, then knowingly or unknowingly, if he put his finger on the fire, it gets burnt. That is, the finger of the child gets burnt. And once the finger gets burnt, child gets aware about the intrinsic nature of fire, that it has the burning quality. Now, one information after his burning of finger, the child memory gets enthused that fire has intrinsic nature of burning. Now, he will not go and put his finger again on the fire. So our mind is also having some duality, and sometimes it has more than duality, it has more than two options. That is why our thoughts changes with respect to time and with respect to situations. That is why we cannot say I'm the mind as well. Now let us take example of intellect. Someone says that I'm the intellect, but intellect is also not unique. The reason is, if a student uh, uh, is learning something, then he might faces some topics that he could not grasp in one reading. That is, he could not understand the topic, or he could not grasp the theme of the subject. And if a teacher asks him whether you get it, the point, he will say, "Sorry, sir, I could not understand the topic." Now, after consistently going through those chapters two or three times, he may understand the theme or the crux of the topic. Then he would say that he has understand the topic. He could not understand the topic. Now, when someone understands the topic, something that he could not understand the first round, his intellect shifts from not understanding to understanding. That is, intellect is also not unique. It is dual in nature. That is, it shifts from not understanding to understanding. As soon as the child understands the topic, his intellect shifts from not understanding to understanding. And the topic which he could not understand, it was not understanding. As soon as he understands the topic, his intellect shifts towards understanding. That is dual in nature. So we cannot say that we are intellect as well, because we are unique in nature. We are the divine soul, that is Atma. We say that we are the soul. The reason being, intellect is dual in nature, and Atma is something that is the witness of all those happenings. When we say that I have understand this one, then to whom we say, and who observe, who analyze that I have understand this one? It is the Atma. It is the witness, which which is the Atma is the witness of all those happenings within our body, within our mind, and outside our body or mind. That is why we say we are not the body, mind, intellect, but we are above all these three, and we are the soul. Now, if we have gone through Bhagavad Gita chapter 2, in which one verse is with respect to Atma, and Sri Krishna has tries to make Arjun aware about the Atma. One verse in chapter number 2 that has been discussed around the features of Atma, and Bhagwan Krishna has discussed the features because it is easy for all of us to understand Atma through the features. Because when someone defines Atma, then it is difficult to understand it. But here we will take one example in order to understand the soul. Just take an example of a garland having 108 flowers. Now, the thread of the garland is the Atma, is the soul, and the flowers, the different flowers in the garland, is all the living creatures present on the earth. That is why we say that with respect to Atma or the soul, we all are same, but with respect to our body, mind, and intellect, we may be different. This is all about Atma, and these were the four ways to know ourselves. It's a part of deep learning, and we end the session here. Thank you. Hare Krishna.